Hello, my name is Ruly Septianto, and in this video, I will explain to you about fanboys coordinating conjunction with my friend Nina Agustina. She will explain to you about simple present tense. And first, I will explain to you about fanboys. Fanboys are conjunction used to join words or groups of words and can be used to create a compound subject or predicate. And if you have two complete thoughts or independent clauses, they can be joined with a comma at a fanboys conjunction. Fanboys is mnemonic device for listing the simple coordinating conjunction. They are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Have a different function. Like for, it's present for a reason. For example, he is gambling with his health, for he has been smoking since high school. And it's present non-contrasting items or ideas. For example, they eat and watch television at the same time. Nor present non-contrasting negative ideas. For example, nor Arnold or Aaron, both of them are not bodybuilders. But it's present a contrast or exception. For example, they gamble, but they don't smoke. Or it's present an alternative item or idea. For example, please choose either badminton or football as your favorite sport. Yet, present a contrast or exception. For example, your proposal might be sound, yet we will have to raise the funds required for its realization. And the last so, it's present a consequence. He had to drink milk, so he tried to drink soy for breakfast. Its coordinating conjunction have a similar word, such as for is similar with because and as a result of, and is similar with moreover and in addition to, but similar with whereas, yet is similar with also, so, despite, nevertheless, and last so is similar with therefore and that's why. And that's all that I can give to you about fanboys. And next, Nina Agustina will explain to you about simple past tense.
And then I will tell you about simple past tense. The functions of the simple past tense is used to talk about completed action in a time before now. Duration is not important. The time of the action can be in the recent past or the distant past. For the examples, John Cabot sailed to America in 1488. My father died last year. He lived in Fiji in 1976. We crossed the channel yesterday. You always use the simple past when you say when something happened, so it is associated with certain past time expressions. For frequency, like often, sometimes, always, I sometimes walk home at lunchtime. I often brought my lunch to school. And for a definite point in time, last week, when I was a child yesterday, 6 weeks ago. We saw a good film last week. Yesterday, I arrived in Geneva. She finished her work at 7 o'clock. I went to the theater last night. An indefinite point in time. The other day, ages ago, a long time ago. People lived in caves a long time ago. She played the piano when she was a child. For the note, the word ago is a usual way of expressing the distance into the past. It is placed after the period of time, such as a week ago, 3 years ago, or a minute ago. And be careful, the simple past in English may look like a tense in your own language, but the meaning may be different. Forming the simple past tense. Patterns of simple past tense for regular verbs. For the affirmative sentences, subject plus verb plus ed. Example, I skipped. For the negative sentence, subject plus did not plus infinitive without to, such as they didn't go. For interrogative sentences, did plus subject plus infinitive without to, like did she arrive? For interrogative negative sentence, did not plus subject plus infinitive without to. Didn't you play? Simple past tense of to be, to have, or to do. Subject, I used was, use had and did. You were, had and did. He, she, it was, had and did. And for we, you, they, use were, had and did. Notes on affirmative, negative, and interrogative forms. And the affirmative of the simple past tense is simple. I was in Japan last year. She had a headache yesterday. We did our homework last night. And for negative and interrogative, simple past form of do as an ordinary verb, use the auxiliary do. For example, we didn't do our homework last night. The negative of have in the simple past is usually formed using the auxiliary do, but sometimes by simply adding not or the contraction and. The interrogative form of have in the simple past normally uses the auxiliary do. For the examples, we didn't have any money. For your notes, for the negative and interrogative form of all verbs in the simple past, always use the auxiliary did. For simple past, irregular verbs, some verbs are irregular in the simple past. Here are the most common ones. To go. He went to a club last night. Did he go to the cinema last night? He didn't go to bed early last night. To give. We gave her a doll for her birthday. They didn't give John their new address. Did Barry give you my passport? To come. My parents came to visit me last July. We didn't come because it was raining. Did he come to your party last week? And so finally, we are last in our lesson and goodbye.